Welcome back, fellow dragons. If I sound like I feel like shit, it's because it's fucking hot in my house because my air conditioner is fucking broken. Still. It's bad. So on with the game so I don't think about how overheated I am. Is it morning already? I remember going to battle and helping shoot down those ships, but then what happened? I think we managed to save the town, but I cannot recall anything that happened afterwards. They really needed to not use that model for the robot. They should have. I guess they didn't want to. I guess they didn't want to make more than one robot asset. Because that is no different from any of the other robot assets. Good morning, Lady Mikoto. Your meal has been prepared. Because you do not seem completely well yet, we selected a mild plum porridge for you. I have to be careful about what voice I do for this robot because there's already a robot that has a voice. Shut up, Webtoon. I don't care. I don't want to read comics right now. Y'all abuse your creators anyway. Lady Mikoto. Ah! What the? Natsuhiko, did you do something inappropriate to Miss Princess again? Ow! Damn, that's hot. Super hot. Did she just dump scalding hot porridge on me? What did I ever do to deserve that? Setsu? Nothing in this route yet. What is that enormous monstrosity, and what is it doing in my room? It's a maid robot. A maid robot? The creature, device, thing stood taller than any man I had seen, and it stared coldly down at me. This is a special version capable of handling any chore in a typical person's household. Oh damn it, he's not done. Okay, there we go. Not only that, it is durable enough to withstand a direct hit from a tank, and is programmed to protect its master at all costs, even should that require it to self-destruct. He sounded very pleased with himself as he rattled off that list of nonsense. Self-destruct? In other words, this thing can blow itself up? Yes, if necessary, it can explode with enough force to destroy a tank or two. More things that explode. I do not know if my heart could take having that thing near me. You must have foisted on me because you are tired of caring for me yourself. Admit it. No, I didn't do that. I just... Well, I wish you did not have to take care of me either. But that is no reason for you to send this huge, hulking, terrifying... I cannot take this a moment longer. Ugh. Get out! Just get out! Now! Ugh. I can't stand this awful place. I want to leave this instant. I want to return to the ship and everyone else. I was sad, frightened, and alone, but no matter how I wanted to cry, no tears came. Those beastly men finally left me to myself, so that I could cry without anyone witnessing it, but somehow I still could not. Who knew it could be this painful, not being able to cry when you wanted to? Girl, I know that, because my antidepressant, when I have it, often physically makes me incapable of crying, even if I really, really need to. That is one of the drawbacks of it. The benefits outweigh the drawbacks, though. Everyone. I fell asleep yet again. My body felt leaden, and I knew why, too. It was because I had already used my powers when It's because I had used my powers when I was already in a weakened state. I may very well die like this. Strangely, the thought of death did not scare me. Maybe it was because I could no longer cry. Or maybe it was because I helped save that town. Doing that may have been enough for me. I wish I could have done more to protect Sakura and the others, but I guess this was all that I could manage. Forgive me, grandfather. I'm sorry, but... You okay? Hmm? The peep. I heard something peep. Carefully, I opened my eyes. A small crack. What is this? Something small moved across my sheets. I opened my eyes and wide and looked closer. Yay! Hiyoko, what is one doing here? Had the others come to get me? For a mere instant, that dreamlike thought danced across my mind. No, that cannot be possible, but this really is a Hiyoko, right? I had seen several different types of Hiyokos aboard the ship, including one that is clearly a penguin. But this one was new to me. It seemed to be carrying a little green board. Yay! What is this? Words? It says, I am different from the Hiyokos aboard the Norn. I was built by Master Natsuhiko. Crap, I need to think of a voice for the Robo-Bird now. I was created to care for you and attend to your needs. Please let me know if there is anything you require. Fuck, that might be more painful than the Koharu voice. We'll see. It's using a different part of my mouth, so we'll find out. He built you? Does that mean you're another type of device? I forgot about the tiny bird. For some reason I thought it was a drone, but it kinda is. Correct! I am an android created to resemble a living creature run by an AI program. Please eat. I do not feel hungry. I was created for your sake, I was created for your sake, lady. If you do not eat, I will get in trouble. Master Natsuhiko may even deem me unnecessary and disassemble me. Are you going to blackmail me now, too? I do not want to owe that brute any favors. I need no one to care for me. Leave. Mikoto, you are an idiot and my least favorite of the 3 girl protagonists. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I cannot do that. You are obviously exhausted. I am not. I am simply a little tired. I will feel perfectly fine once I have a little rest. I am stronger than I look. Incorrect. You're weaker. What? A truly strong person would not make anyone worry over them. That is impossible, and you know it, game. You make everyone worry. Conclusion, you are a very weak person. That's not how the real world works, but that's a nice sentiment, I guess, game. Given the intentions why the Robo-Bird is saying it. Weakling. And now, that one word felt like it completely described everything about me. I bluffed and boasted, pretending that I could do anything. I thought that by doing that, I could reassure everyone around me. As long as I kept up the act and kept pretending everything was alright, then everything would really turn out just fine. Even though I was really a weakling at heart. And there goes the cry. Tears welled up and quickly spilled over. I thought that they had all dried up forever, but apparently I was wrong. I hated crying when there were others around. That meant there was someone who would see them and feel bad. Right now, it was only the Hiyoko. Hyokos do not count. It is okay to cry now. It was a flimsy excuse, and I knew it, but I let the tears flow. You are weak, but very proud. Despite your frail state, you still protected a town from attack. You risked your life using your powers, all to save a town full of strangers. That was a good, noble thing to do. Please eat. More than anything, you must first regain your strength. All right, little Hiyoko, I will. Oh, that's hot. Why did he have to make it this ridiculously hot? Look, I think I scalded my tongue. I'm glad you ate it. had me very worried for a minute. It's nothing. For a little Hiyoko, you certainly exaggerate a lot. Master Natsuhiko is busy with other tasks. I will see to your needs from now on. Please don't run away. If you try to flee, Master Natsuhiko will turn me into scrap parts. Well, that's cruel. What? Why would I care about a Hiyoko or two being thrown away? That is none of my concern. Oh, sad. It should not have used the word depression for that. That was intentional momentary sadness. Please don't disassemble me. Well, what is with that look? It only has one face. All the little birds do. It may not be in quite the same way, but this thing is just as vexing as that man. I guess it should not come as a surprise, given that he created it. It greatly irritated me that I had been given what amounted to no choice, but thanks to the good cry I just had, I felt strangely better. A Hiyoko, one made by Natsuhiko, no less. Perhaps it was because it looked like the Hyokos I had known before, but I could not be wary of it. Either that, or I was simply looking for something that could make me feel better. What I wanted more than anything was someone that I could trust by my side. Even though it was just a device, somewhere beneath that Hyoko's aggrandized words, I could tell that it truly had some concern for me. Days passed. The more time I spent with the Hyoko, the more I could feel my strength finally returning to me. Whoops, one of them got away. Miss Princess, barrier please. Gah. Oh, perfectly done. Oh, perfectly done. I need something that's less annoying than what I'm doing for Setsu right now. Cease with empty flattery and do your job, you shiftless lackwit. Yes, ma'am. Ugh. Ugh. I'm taking us into the clouds. We'll use the cover to swing around behind them. Once we come out, drop your barrier. You cannot be serious. We could never survive an attack by that many enemies at once. But relax. I don't plan on giving them the chance to attack. Whoa, that was some strong work, Natsuhiko. With my strength finally returning, I made good on my promise with Natsuhiko and began to help him thwart the advances of Shiro Yuiga's army. Ugh. Good. Shiro Yuiga needs to rot in hell. For multiple reasons. Some of them I have not mentioned in this route. Because there's no reason to, because they don't come up. I had plenty of chances to witness firsthand the terrible things his soldiers were doing to innocent civilians. What Natsuhiko was doing was just and right. Of that I had no doubt. Well, in this case it is, but he's done some fucked up shit. By helping him, I felt my own sense of pride and righteousness in what we did grow. No matter how powerful my barriers, I could never confront an entire army on my own. A barbarian he may be, but this is one man who should not be underestimated. I have never fought beside someone like this. In fact, it had never occurred to me that someday I would not have to fight alone. It's sad that the most character progress she gets is through Stockholm Syndrome. Natsuhiko Azuma was, in a multitude of ways, an incredible person. Yep, too bad he does some shitty, irredeemable things. Especially in routes that aren't his own. More than once I thought we were done for, but he simply smiled that rakish grin of his and flew more deftly than anyone else in the sky. Even the person he hired to do flying for him. Given how he was prone to doing the impossible himself, he asked equally as much of me when I told him something could not be done. He would order me to do it anyway. Though his words were terse and blunt, I got the feeling that what he was truly saying was that he knew I could do it, and he trusted me. We never actually spoke at length. Time is not a luxury afforded in aerial combat. In truth, that feeling might be a misconception. It is possible that this is all in my head. Yeah, probably. Stockholm Syndrome, girl. Maybe I'm the only one showing trust because I do not have anyone else to trust during the battle. Never in my life had I known how comforting and encouraging it could be to have someone standing there during peril, ever at my side. As long as I was with him, I felt I could protect anyone and anything in the world. I had never felt that way about anyone before. Well, we are still enemies. We just happen to share a common goal at the moment. Yes, we were enemies, and I knew that from the start, but thinking about it now pained me in ways I could not ignore. That's it. We're gonna pull back now. Keep an eye out for any pursuers. I mean it, Setsu. You shoot them down if they follow us. Got it. You put a barrier up just in case. Oi. We're still in combat. No dozing off. I am aware of that. Do not presume to order me around. I'm sorry, there's gonna be a lot more instances of me fucking up the words. It's too hot to think. Just after I was thinking the battle could not afford us the luxury of time, I too have to pull. Just after I was thinking that the battle did not afford us the luxury of time, too. I have to pull myself together. I'm doing the right and I'm doing the just and righteous thing. I feel stronger and better than ever, but he just keeps knocking me off my stride. With the battle over, I went to my room and let my body flop down onto my bed with a tired flop. The manacles I was clad in when I first arrived had long been removed. I had been given a measure of freedom, but I did not feel like leaving my room. Had I tried, I might have been able to escape, but I had no idea where the ship was carrying my friends was. Also, you're in the fucking sky. There's nowhere to escape to yet. More importantly, I was not certain that escape was the right thing anymore. What have I been telling you, fellow dragons? Fucking Stockholm Syndrome. You're not getting Stockholm Syndrome, are you? I am simply tired. That's not what I asked. You did well today, lady. I reached out to the little white Hiyoko. Small, soft, and eminently fluffy. It was a very soothing thing to hold. Today was just as scary as every other time. Words I could never make myself say in front of that man easily poured out of me for the Hiyoko. It was not because it was a mere talking device. Despite its formality, I could feel the kindness and care within its words. That is why I spoke to it. And he had that ship flying in loops all over the place again. Ugh, I feel sick. Allow me to prepare some peppermint tea for you. It will help settle your stomach. Or maybe ginger. Thank you. The Hiyoko presented me with a steaming cup of tea. I took a careful sip. It was bitter, but not so much that it was unpleasant. I finally felt like I could relax. Gee, I wish I could feel that, Mikoto. Fucking jealous of a game character because of the fucking weather and my fucking air conditioner. Ugh. Why do people insist on making terrible things like weapons? I wish those horrid things would disappear from this world forever. If the battles frighten you, why do you... Oh fuck, that's the Kohara voice. If the battles frighten you, why do you not mention it to Master? That's better, kind of. It's still probably gonna sound exactly like the Kohara voice to y'all, though. This one. Because there are people out there who are suffering. If I do not help them, who will? Okay, good. Because I'm pretty sure I cheated twice last episode, so I can't this episode at all. That is a very wonderful sentiment, lady. It speaks very well of you. But you must not push yourself to the point of exhaustion again. It is a crime for someone with my power and ability to sit around and do nothing. This is something only I can do, therefore I must. Yeah.
It's too fucking hot.
Yep it is, little bro. Say hi to little bro, fellow dragons. We are both miserable.
It's too fucking hot.
Yes, it is.
The heat is just a pain in my ass.
Yeah, so much pain. So hot. But yeah, if you have powers, use them for good, not for capitalism. Don't use powers for capitalism. Your barrier power seems very important to you, lady. Convincing you to stop is very difficult. That it is, but of everyone here, you're the only you are kind enough to actually be concerned about me. Thank you. Ah, well, besides, if I did not mind airing my concerns and complaints to that man, I doubt he would bother to even listen. Why do you think that? Just look at him. I have never seen such a stern and stony face. Maybe it is because he spends all his time tinkering with devices. Perhaps he himself is just another fancy device. Not only that, when he speaks to me, he only ever refers to me as woman or you. I have a name, and he would do well to use it. Have you not done the same? I cannot recall a time when you have referred to Master by his name. Well, in my case, it is different. I could never call him by his name. It feels much too awkward and embarrassing. Also, he fucking kidnapped me. All he ever does is make demands of me. I have no obligation to refer to a man like that by name. That really is all he does. It does not feel like he's treating me like a human at all. I would not be at all surprised if he thinks of me as just another one of his tools. Simply remembering that perpetually cold and distant look on his face made the thought seem all the more likely. But he was the one to make this Hiyoko for me too. That feels contradictory. What is worrying you, lady? You seem like you are deep in thought. Yes, it irritates me that there are important things I do not yet understand. I understand less about you. What? What about me is so hard to understand? Yeah, she's a pretty shallow character. Even with all her trauma. Your unpredictable mood swings, angry one moment, bawling the next. You finally deign to eat, yet nitpick the dishes you are served. I had thought you were a well-bred lady of delicate manners at first, but now... What? I bolted upright and leveled a glare at the impudent little Hiyoko, but it fluttered away. Allow me to ask a question, lady. Or no, that's the Mikoto voice. Allow me to ask a question, lady. Are you still afraid of Master? What on earth are you talking about? Why would I be afraid of... Oh, right. I do not really need to posture for this little Hiyoko, do I? Of course I am. I'm terrified of him. He hates me, you know. I have been here how long now, and I still do not know the first thing about him. Since he sent you to me, the only times I ever see him are when we go off to battle. I'm glad that we protect so many people, yes. But it is difficult to see him as anything but a madman when all he does is order me around. And yet the Stockholm Syndrome's still saying it. Now that with this being fiction, it is actually a pretty sweet route. However, I'm noticing more and more, it's also a scary, accurate depiction of what can happen with Stockholm Syndrome. It's not the only way Stockholm Syndrome can present itself, but it is, oh boy, this is scarily more accurate than I thought. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be very accurate. We were both fighting with the same goal of saving innocent people in towns. That should have been enough, but... No matter how strong he is, or how reassuring it is to have him fighting by my side, he is still my enemy. I must get better, stronger. I must be able to fight entirely on my own. Oh, there goes all the progress you went right back down the toilet. Sheesh, what an irritating little Hiyoko. Enough, I am tired. I think I will nap until dinner time. You, wake up. Hey. What are you doing in here? I told you to stay away from me. We're going outside. Come on. Outside? Outside? Why all of a sudden? Is there another battle? No. Then where are we going? Is it just the two of us? Yep. No, never. That is out of the question. You must be joking. Who knows what this brute would do to me if he ever managed to get me somewhere alone? He might toss me off the side of the ship, or abandon me in the woods. I mean, you could definitely survive being abandoned in the woods, though. He's a sadist. He's not. He's just surrounded by idiots most of the time. Have you met Ron? You die here today, woman. But if you beg for your life sweetly enough, you may convince me to allow you to live. No, that begging is hardly adequate. Cry, scream, beg for your very soul. Huh? What's wrong? Peep. What are you doing, you silly little Hiyoko? Get over here and help me. Peep. Cease your peeping. Why are you not speaking properly like you usually do? Hurry up and do something about your tyrant of a master. When have I ever acted like a tyrant? Right now, you cannot make me go anywhere. Oh, you dick. You manipulative bastard. See, Natsuhiko has moments of not being so sweet after all. He could be kind of a little bitch. Are you sure you don't want to? I'm on my way to stage an attack on the S-birds. He's going to attack them? I will allow you to do no such thing. Then perhaps you should come with me. Tyrant? Cold-hearted, cold-blooded tyrant. I picked up the Hiyoko and hugged it to my chest, but this time its fluffy warmth did nothing to dispel my disgust. Leave that here. No. Whatever. Yay! Looking out window! Beep. 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 Hiyoko, do you happen to have a weapons cache available? Could you maybe attack that fiendish brute you call master for me? I was not built with weapons. That's like sad coding. Oh, I see. You are going to be a well-behaved little device while he is watching. Built for my sake, that is rich. If you were, you would be helping me now. I'm sure fellow dragons are smart. You figured out the bird's deal by now. I'm sure. Oh. Oh. Please do not worry. Lady Nat. Please do not worry, lady. Master will do nothing to harm you. He already is. Did you not just hear him threaten the lives of me and my friends? The silent treatment again. Oh, enough of you. Hey, are you truly going to attack the ship? No. Huh? But apparently nothing short of threatening that would have convinced you to join me. You manipulative, insufferable barbarian! Ugh, oh, whatever. Where is it that you felt you had to lie in order to take me? Be still, you'll get airsick again. Hmm? Does this brute have any respect for a person's dignity at all? Ugh, I hate him so much. Ugh. I warned you. Just sit still or you'll make it worse. Just gonna bluff. I am fine. This is nothing. Leave me be. Jeez, you could probably outstubborn a bolder woman. Here, drink this. He handed me a thermos. Cautiously, I opened the lid and gave the contents a tentative sniff. It smelled familiar. This is the tea that the Hiyoko brewed for me not that long ago. Peppermint, was it? I did not want to owe that man a favor, but there was no denying the tea's efficacy. Pride and nausea battled in my mind, and nausea emerged the victor. I took a sip of the tea. Yes, I will drink your tea, but this does not mean that I have forgotten everything else that you have done to me. As you shouldn't, but this is still an Otome game. Come up here. Stop being so skittish. I'm not going to do anything to you. We're just going to look at the stars. That's fine. There's like 3 fans going.
Oh, right. Still, I felt obligated to inform you.
That's fine.
The last time I went out to smoke, I literally came back soaked in sweat.
I mean, I'm already soaked in sweat.
Same.
Yep.
So I'm trying to avoid more soakage, you know what I mean?
I'm trying to replace the soak with a different soak. Through the course of water instead of sweat.
Nice.
I should put ice in my damn foot bath. That's how I'm trying to keep cool. I'm gonna reread that because I've lost my place thanks to Little Burrow asking about fans. Stop being so skittish. I'm not going to do anything to you. We're just going to look at the stars. The stars? Tonight is a full moon. Well, doesn't its brightness and beauty make the stars around it pale in comparison? True. Even flying this high in the sky, it does not seem like we are anywhere close to it. course not. It's almost 250,000 miles away. 250,000? Supposedly it takes a little over 2 weeks to reach America. How long would it take for a person to arrive at the moon? Why do you want to know? Because going there is an entertaining thought. Huh. Never thought I'd hear a woman like you say anything like that. I dislike being ignorant about things. Someday I wish to visit as many new places as I possibly can. That hardly sounds like a thought a sheltered little heiress would have. Well, excuse me. I apologize for not being as refined a person as you took me for. I could not tolerate being cooped up inside the house as a child. I took every opportunity I could to sneak outside. Is that so? I have long since grown out of that, of course. Not really. The elegant, sheltered princess was a fuck, brain, words, too hot, feet back in spa. Oh, yeah, that needs ice, but that's nice. The elegant, sheltered princess was a description more fitting of Sakuya, actually. Tea ceremony, calligraphy, flower arranging. I took classes in all the finer arts, but no matter how I tried, I never was good at any of them. But Sakuya, my childhood friend, could perform them all with exquisite skill. I could never compare to him in any indoor pursuit. But outside, oh, the outdoors were my kingdom. There I ruled. When was the last time I looked up at the sky? Ever since I received my powers from the world, I cannot remember having the spare time. Perhaps the Norn could take us to the moon. If you want to go, I'd do it quickly. The moon retreats 3.8 centimeters further from the Earth with each passing year. It does? Wait. At only 3.8 centimeters per year, it would still barely be a full meter further after an entire decade. Going to the moon is not an easy task. It requires extensive research and lots of time. Oh! Something to escape the pull of gravity, a cockpit that can take the pressure changes, and a ton more study and experimentation about space itself. That sounds like quite the laundry list of challenges. If we started now, would my great-grandchildren be able to go? Maybe. Or perhaps my great-great-grandchildren. Who knows? I certainly can't tell you. Who knows? I certainly can't tell you for certain. I never gave it much serious thought myself, to be honest. Whatever the case, it will be a daunting task, but it is not impossible, correct? We already have a floating sphere of a ship. No, it isn't. With enough research, humanity will one day be able to reach the moon. Yeah. Are you doing that sort of research? I don't have the time for it now, so no. Destroying Shiro Yuiga takes precedence. True, bringing about world peace is a very important duty. Yeah, I've pretty much dedicated my entire life to that. He's my enemy. He wants to kill my friends. But he also saves people. He risks his life every day trying to bring peace to the world. He is a very strong man. I cannot really think of him as evil anymore, just seriously kind of fucked up. Thank you for the Hiyoko. Do you like it? Yes. Your face is turning red. He reached out and ran a finger down my cheek. It felt cold. That let me know just how hot my cheeks must be. Are you getting sick? I neither know nor care. Do not touch me. That attitude isn't going to fly. My battles rely on your physical well-being. I cannot afford to have you collapsing into a sick heap. I am aware of that. Good. Don't push yourself. If there's anything you need, tell me immediately. In that case, I want you to send me back to my friends, right now. Other than that. Like there's anything else besides that which I truly want from him. And then I never did figure out why that man suddenly decided to drag me out to see the stars out of the blue. The first time he resorted to those pseudo-threats to get me to come with him, but after that, he never used them again. Well, it seemed that as long as I did not try to resist, he would not bother to threaten me. Yeah, that's still not good. As the days went by, we spent more and more time out watching the stars together. Wow, this would be a good time for me to have a yawn, but it's so hot that I can't. Must be because I'm not comfy. Yeah. But watch, I'm sure that fake yawn will trigger a real one. Ugh, I'm sure on sleep. The A button is not working very well. That's concerning. I wish I could stay in bed, but there's not any more time. My eyes feel so grainy. You awake? Yes. Oh. Didn't sleep much. Of course not. Half of that fake yawn's starting to turn into real yawns, so that could be a problem. Dimbola, Spica, Arturus. You have taken me out stargazing so many nights in a row that I can point out all of those stars to you. Well, it is not as if any of that time was unpleasant at all. If you don't want to come, just say so. Why must you be like that? When did I say I did not want to go? Don't hide things from me. If this is getting to be too much for you, you don't have to go. I just told you that I was not saying anything like that. I don't trust you. You always hide what you are really feeling. You don't trust me? That is my line, thank you very much. Anyway, I want to go, so you'd better come to me this evening or else. That is my honest desire, so you had better not doubt it. Wait a minute. Come to me this evening? That sounds like it had some improper innuendo attached to it. Now that I think about it. Oh God, am I turning into Itsuki? But I did not mean it like that. We are simply going to observe the stars together. That is it. Yay, bond up. Okay, if it is not a problem for you, then fine. Oh, it looks like he did not misunderstand what I actually meant. But how does he know that I am not telling him my true feelings on everything? I have only ever opened up to that Hiyoko. Anyway, what concerns me more is... I may not be stressing myself, but what about you? You were the one who continually explains everything to me. All I do is sit and listen. I don't mind that. Wait, why on earth did that make me feel so happy? We won't be flying out to battle today, so take this time to rest and recuperate. Why not? There may be another town or village somewhere being assaulted by that army. I'm not an infinite pile of supplies. I need to acquire more fuel and ammunition. Okay, so I guess they have definitely implied that his lab is not just in the sky. I am not an infinite pile of supplies. I need to acquire more fuel and ammunition. Without enough on hand, it isn't smart to fly. Oh, I see. Seeing as how I have nothing else to occupy my time with, is there anything I could do to assist you? No, you don't know how to do any of it. Ah, well then, I suppose I will stay cooped up in my room all day. Without a word, Natsuhiko picked up a slim book and set it on the desk. Its cover was faded and worn, so worn, in fact, that the title was all but illegible. It was obviously very old. That's a book about stars. Read it if you get bored. A book on stars. Though the covers were battered and dinged, on the inside it was obviously well cared for. The pages were still neat and readable, with no signs of damage from silverfish or the elements. I have never seen one of those weird little book-eating bugs in real life. I'm glad. It was filled with pictures of stars, complete with concise descriptions on the side. Name, best viewing seasons, even myths and legends associated with each one. It was all incredibly fascinating to me. Ah, it has excerpts on both Spica and Arcturus. Or Arcturus. Brain words can't talk already? Pronouncing Greek and/or Roman names is, brain not gonna happen. Natsuhiko taught me about both last night. Arcturus' light had an orangish hue to it, while Spica had a white one and round as Spica was white and round as a pearl. One legend here even says they are married. They are lined up awfully close together. Over long periods of time, the position of the stars will change. Given enough time, even the constellations themselves will change. What? Then that means we would have to learn where their new positions are all over again? Assuming the stars even still exist. How irritating. How irritating. Arcturus, the husband star, is moving ever closer to Spica, his wife star. Sometime, hundreds of thousands of years in the future, both may line up side by side. A feeling difficult to name welled up inside me. Distant stars, an even more distant future. But if I closed my eyes, I could see them as man and wife, happily standing hand in hand. I wonder if Natsuhiko knows about this legend. It's his book! For some reason, I suddenly felt like I made an important discovery. the book he had given me. Maybe he already knew. But I still wanted to see him and talk about it as soon as I could. Curiosity is the fuel that drives scientists. It's the stuff that makes dreams become reality. I'm pretty sure I picked a wrong answer back with the whole question about the whole Shiro-Yuiga shit. I wonder if this is what he meant. I left my room and went to look for him. He was not anywhere to be found inside. Perhaps he'd gone outside. I darted through the door looking for him. Ah, there he is. He looks deep in a serious conversation. Who is he talking to? Setsu as usual? Okay, but if Shiro-Yuiga captures me, you're gonna come to my rescue, right? I don't need anyone so incompetent they get caught. If you have to die, make sure you don't leave any incriminating evidence behind. Hey, that's just mean. Why do you have to be so cruel to me when you're so nice to the princess? You could try being nice to me too, you know. I'm looking for 3 things. Which countries he's connected to, where his main base of operations is, and lastly, how long will Shiro-Yuiga last? Right. It's not like any of those is gonna be easy to figure out. And you still want me back in time to help you massacre the Espers too? Jeez. First you give me impossible orders, then you don't give me any time to do them. You are such a hard ass. Well, I'll do what I can. Good. See ya. Yeah, reminder that Natsuhiko does some fucked up shit. Ah, damn it. You don't have to say anything, but let us know the next time so we can help you, okay? My powers aren't the kind that can protect or save people. That's made me jealous of you more than once. If there's something I can do to help you, even a little, that would make me really happy. Let's go. You are a lady, and ladies must not overexert themselves. I felt absolutely sick to my stomach. My chest hurt so badly I could barely stand it. How could I have forgotten? He said his goal was to kill the Espers. He is my enemy. I knew that from the beginning. But why is hearing that now so painful? I have no right to feel this betrayed. If he's only going to kill me, why be so nice to me now? I do not understand him at all. I hate him. I hate him. Well, what do you want? If you're going to come in here, at least knock first. Let go of me. I said unhand me. I had to protect my friends from him. He was my enemy, but for some reason I could not move. I should have struggled, knocked his hands away, done something, but I could not. Why must you kill the Espers? What did we do to you? None of us got these powers because we wanted them. You said yourself that we were being deceived, so tell them the truth. Is that not enough to fix the problem without any killing? None of us want to go to war. None of us want to kill. We are not like Shiro Yuiga. I vehemently spat the words at him, confused and hurt. I used the words to vent all the grief and pain that I had felt. Please, let them live. You cannot kill them. I will do whatever you want. The tears came and soaked into his shirt. I felt his arms tighten around me. The Esper's powers are meant to be used for the reset. Reset? It's a do-over. Of what? All of history. Huh? Yes, there are. Our world's history is constantly being rewritten. We're on the 4th cycle now. Try and confuse me with your nonsense all you want, but I will not fall for it. It's not nearly as impossible as you think. In fact, it's your powers that make it possible. It began in the 21st century, the year 2060 to be precise. World War V was on the horizon. It was thought to be the end of days. Corporations were selling weapons of war right off the shelves. Any other cultural objects were dismissed as being unprofitable, not to mention how they were treating the workers. If anyone spoke up about it, they were just treated like they were lazy. If anyone spoke up about bad conditions, being treated as less than human, or not being paid enough, they were treated like they were just lazy or entitled, when the actual lazy entitled people were just war profiteers. Countries everywhere snapped up those weapons, calling them deterrents. It was a world awash in weapons and war. Peace was an unknown concept. I thought I was trying to mash A, so I thought that I skipped something. Thankfully I didn't, but the A button on this controller is not reacting correctly. I think it's the fucking heat. It's in the 90s in here. That shouldn't be bad enough to mess with it, but guess it is. What on earth are you talking about? What world was that? This one. Although that was now long ago. Humanity stood at a crossroads. If war could not be stopped, they faced the very real possibility of the entire world being destroyed. There were already places so polluted that no natural life could survive there. In the year 2085, humanity reached a decision. History would be redone from the very start. That was when the first reset was performed. Natsuhiko spoke of the 21st century, but it was only the year 1919. 2060 and 2085, those should be in the distant future, yet he spoke of it as if it was the past. The 21st century is in the past? Then what year is it now? Is it 1919, or is that somehow some sort of lie? Yes, we are currently in the year 8075. Huh? All weapons have been destroyed. The ravaged earth has been restored to its naturally lush state. Humanity has forgotten everything. But we keep repeating the same damn mistake. Every time. Every fucking time. Humanity keeps resorting to war. This is humanity's fourth attempt at rewriting history. This is the world we get after the Espers have reset everything. The Espers do a reset. What are you implying? Are you saying that Espers like myself have erased all of civilization like this multiple times in the past? That is absurd. We have power, yes, but none of us are capable of something on that scale. The Espers do not perform the reset directly themselves. Ion does, to be more precise. Ion is the one who has used the powers you Espers hold to perform all the resets. First you were talking about resets, now this ion. What is all of this? I do not understand a thing you are saying. I do not know all the details. How exactly ion does a reset? What kind of interaction occurs between ion and the espers? Those details are things that even I don't know. That cannot be what our powers are for. Our powers, my power, they are meant to protect. None of what you are saying makes the least bit of sense. Mikoto? Why did you have to choose now, of all times, to finally call me by my name? I cannot even be happy about it. You said you hate not understanding? So open your mind and try to understand. Think about it until you do. Take as much time as you need. All the espers in the past have done the exact same thing. Even in the midst of these world-shattering revelations, Natsuhiko stayed calm. Only someone who knew the whole truth could manage that. This has to be what was hidden from us. The reason for our power's existence. Natsuhiko, you do not wish to let this reset or whatever happen, correct? That is why you intend to kill us. Correct. That, and there's also the danger that Shiroyuiga will capture you and abuse your powers. If any of you fall into his clutches, the world will be plunged into chaos it hasn't seen since before the first reset. He isn't the only one who plans on using your powers for himself, either. Their ideologies may be different, but they want to use your powers to rule the world all the same. In the future I want, all Esper powers are utterly unnecessary. Who are these others you mentioned? That's all I can say about that. I thought you were going to tell me everything. The more you know, the greater danger your life will be in. That must be avoided at all costs. Then what about you? You know everything, correct? Is there someone out there who is trying to take your life because of that? Kakeru's ability to manipulate plant life, Sakia's clairvoyance, Heishi's telepathy, my own barriers. As far as I thought, I could not see how any of those tied into this business of resetting history. But there are all the others too. They might have powers that are directly connected to how that reset operates. Why were we not made aware of something this important? Why are we involved in the first place? The tears came again, and again he held me tight. I had not have any strength left to resist. It is a feat that will require an overwhelming amount of time and effort. Is this from something that I somehow missed? I don't get it. But the more research is done, the more truths and facts will be discovered. Those discoveries birth further curiosity. I'm gonna rewind real quick. I need to see something. I think that's stuck in the... I'm not gonna go back to the choice, I just want to see the text. Yeah, fuck it, no, I'm not scrolling back that far. I just wanted to see if this had been shown. I think I missed it with the choice I made back there. The one that didn't get me a bond up. Curiosity is the fuel that drives scientists. It's the stuff that makes dreams become reality, unless they become corrupt. We Espers are expected to reset human civilization. That is why Natsuhiko wants to kill us. What am I supposed to do? What is the right thing to do? Try as I might, I cannot dismiss his story as a lie, but it is so hard to accept that my powers are truly meant for this reset. And not to protect people. Oh no! They're close to the Norn! Mikoto! Hey, Mikoto! Huh? I heard a voice inside my head, a very familiar one. Hey, she. I hope I finally get through to you this time. Huh. Anyway, where the hell are ya? Hey, she's telepathy. I never knew he could project it beyond the boundaries of the ship. Mikoto-chan, are you okay? Nobody left you all scared and alone, did they? Koharu? Where are you? We're worried for you. If you can hear us, please let us know somehow. Nanami, Heishi's powers sent all their voices to me, but as much as I wanted to, I had no way to reply. Hey, don't push it, guys. All I can do is send people's voices out. There's nothing more I can do. Listen, ever since you vanished, Saki has gone into a funk, like a deep one. It's really bad. It's tough to even look at the poor guy. Oh no. Don't worry though, the world's on the hunt for you. That's right, the world itself. We'll find you before too long. We know you gotta be out there somewhere, alive. Hang in there until we find you, okay? Everyone, what am I supposed to do? Oh shit. Shit. Skirmish has broken out nearby. It's too dangerous to stay. We have to run now. Come here. It's a lot bigger pain in the ass when I can't just throw Setsu on the frickin' rockets. If one of us dies here, would that save the others? What am I thinking? That would be terrible. I have to put up a barrier and... my power, it isn't responding. Fuck. Mikoto, get down. That's gonna do it for this episode, fellow dragons. It is too hot for me to continue. We'll continue at the start of the chapter next time. Bye, fellow dragons. Hopefully the next time I record, I won't be fighting heat exhaustion. Bye.